Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's September the 1st, and it's Wednesday. These are the charts of the day. Lots of good-looking patterns out there as the indices had a terrific session today and broke out across important resistance levels, declining tops lines, etc. We'll see if there's a follow-through. The market's consolidated for most of the rest of the session today after I left, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. Meanwhile, ARUN, Aruba Networks, continues to press higher, which we've mentioned this before. You see the breakout of this little down channel, 4-week down channel from end of July to near the end of this last month. And over the last 3 sessions, we've gotten a little bit of a surge in volume, working its way higher, up another 53 cents today. The way I've drawn the two trend lines, top of the channels here, they kind of coincide around 22, and we'll set that as a trading target. ASYS continues to move higher today, breaking out of a wedge pattern. You can see that stock had consolidated on a lower volume. Technicals held up very well. The stock popped out today, and if it gets to 1475, I'm looking for a move that takes us to the 17.5, 18 zone. Low-priced AXTI. I wanted to mention that today because of the way it's setting up. It's been in a beautiful rising channel over the last year, very tight one. Reaching the top of that channel 3 weeks ago, it backed and filled in a coil type pattern. Today it popped 10% or 53 cents. Volume picked up. Technicals are surging near the highest level of the year. And it looks like a run towards the 675 area or so on a very short-term basis may be doable. Blue Coat Systems, BCSI, had an important breakout today. I wanted to show you that. The declining channel, or the big falling wedge that was underway over the last 4 months, let's call it a declining channel. First key lateral resistance was broken on this mini pattern here. Stock gapped up, broke away, broke through the 50-day moving average, and closed near the upper end of the range on more than 3 million shares, up 225, or about 12%. Looks like a move may be coming in the next couple, 3 days to get this towards 23.5, my short-term trading target. And if we should break out of that, then I could see this thing moving into the high 20s. BioVale continues to act well after this nice consolidation. In the last month, the stock popped today $1, broke out. Looks like it may be headed to the top of the channel. We'll call a target around 26 3/4, 27, as overhead resistance comes in around 27, 28. DGI Digital Globe had an important session today, as after popping earlier this month, it then formed a coil. Today it broke up 79 cents and may have broken out of that coil as it appears to be gathering some momentum. Short-term resistance at 32, target at 33 3/4, 34, and perhaps higher. GEOY, also in a similar pattern, broke out of a coil today. Stuck its head out, jumped to $1.65. If it gets to 39 3/4, which is the resistance from the spike high in August, we're looking for about 44 in the stock. Grand Tierra, GTE, had a significant move today as it got up near key overhead resistance, and a move here with any kind of volume through the 6 3/4 zone could get this one moving. I'd be looking for a move to challenge the top of the long-term rising channel, but at least lateral price resistance from the 8 high around 8 3/4 would be my trading target going forward. ISLN doing very well, continuing to do well, a member of my top 25. Broke out in July, consolidated for a month, broke out again in August, consolidated for a week, broke out again today up $1.21. Looks like it's right now pressing the top of the channel and could pop and surge here. Mid-20s target, secondary target 28 3/4. Jinko Solar, probably the best solar stock out there right now. As you can see, in a very distinct rising channel. Flagged here, broke out. It's consolidating or wedging here. If it gets to 26.80, and I think that may be done shortly, look for a move towards 33, my trading target. MIPS had a significant session today, jumping 44 cents or 6.7% on 1.8 million. That's the heaviest volume in a month, but that broke it out of the recent channel it was in and across its current rising channel. That means it could accelerate here. There's some additional overhead resistance just above here, but I'm looking for a move that takes this up to the $10 range for a trading target. McMoran Exploration acting very well of late. You'll see that it surged from 9 3/4 to 14 3/4 in the last 2.5 weeks. But the key breakout came earlier last week when the stock moved across 13 and 13.15 range, and now it looks like it's headed higher. I'll set a trading target around the 16.75 and then 18.75 level. That's ongoing from our previous days. MRX Medicis broke out of a coil pattern over the last 3 weeks that had formed over the last 3 weeks and accelerated to new highs for the year. Actually, 3-year highs. This lateral price resistance is our next trading target. That comes in around 32.25. Nanometrics acting well and consolidating nicely. Today jumping 85 cents, 6.5%. Volume increased to the highest level in 4 or 5 days, but it looks like it may be coming out of this wedge. If so, look for a move that takes this to 16 and then 18. NNBR, very interesting, thinly traded stock, but getting some good volume today. In a nice rising channel, particularly in the last year or so. You'll see that the top of the channel may be tested shortly. That calls for a move to 9.5, but I feel that this could accelerate higher and get into the low teens around $12 secondary target. Netiza NZ popped big time 4 days ago, and it's a big breakaway gap and has been flagging. Today it jumped 69 cents, appears ready to take on the recent high, take that out and run into the 24.25 zone, my short-term trading target. Top 25 member Polypore, which has been a member for weeks now, has been consolidating for 3 weeks, broke out today, up $1.48, appears to be ready to take on and break out above 29.40. That is a multi-year high. If we break through there, look for a move into the low 30s, and then the mid to high 30s, my secondary target. Rare Element, which is looking very powerful to me, popped, flagged, and then popped, and now it's flagging again over the last week and a half, and appears to have some momentum. It's gathering volume. Technicals are surging. Look for a move to 6 and then 7.75, 8 on RREE. And lastly today is Vernetics, VHS, VHC. Broke out of a big coiling basing pattern that took about 6 months to develop. That was a couple, 3 days ago. It's backed off and today popped 38 cents. But a takeout of 8.15, which I expect may occur shortly, could lead to 9.5 and then 11.5, 12, my initial and secondary targets. There's some very bullish ideas going forward, and we'll see what the market does and whether we get some follow through, but certainly enough fodder for and enough ideas there for you to be picking up some money down the road in the near term. Bye-bye. Good night.